As you all know, what has been ongoing for a while now, the government of Buhari, General Buhari, flouting court ruling. The United States sends representative to monitor Sowore'S trial. Sowore, who was re-abducted, re-kidnapped inside the court in Abuja, December 6th, 2019, by the operatives of the SSS under the control of General Buhari, less than 24 hours after he was released on bail after spending 125 days in detention. The United States of America sent a delegation to monitor and also to observe the trial of pro-democracy campaigner and journalist Omoyele Sowore at the Federal High Court in Abuja. This comes after some lawmakers last week wrote a letter to the Nigerian Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, over the rearrest and continued detention of the journalist by the Department of the State Services. Sowore was rearrested inside the Abuja court on December 6, 2019 by SSS operatives less than 24 hours after he was released after he had spent 125 days in detention. The young man called Olawale Bakare, aka Mandate, somehow escaped because they were already being lynched by the operatives of the SSS. The SSS, according to Constitution, are supposed to care for the citizens, but they have become a puppet, they've become a tool, they've become a bulldog for the presidency of Buhari. And this administration is not different from what it was during 1983 to 1984, something around that year, when the same man, Major General Buhari, kicked out a, a democratic government. Of course, he couldn't do that to any of his military, people in his military clique. He couldn't do that to them. He was later arrested by Babangida, and Babangida locked Buhari up. Afterwards, Abacha released him, and that's why you could say Abacha is not a thief. That shows you that this man is not actually a person that has that integrity as a claim. Now, some might say Buhari is doing some things, he's doing some work, he's locking some people up, there are some stuff, but we know that he's being selective when it comes to this rule of law. Showore was re-kidnapped inside a court, like I said, on December 6th. At the resumed hearing of the case on Monday at the Federal High Court, Abuja, political officer of the United States Embassy in Nigeria, Marcus Thornton, was seen exchanging pleasantries with Sowore's lawyer, Femi Falano, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, after the day's proceeding. Falano had earlier faulted the application for adjournment made by the counsel to the AGF, Abdullahi Abubakar. On his part, counsel to the DSS, Godwin Agbadua, told the court that he got to know about the case on the pages of the newspaper, stating that he had not been served with court processes and hearing notice. That is what the counsel to the DSS, to the SSS, Godwin Agbadua, told the court. The judge asked the registrar to show Agbadua the acknowledged copies of the court process served on the SSS. Now you see that these people are criminals, they are liars. But Falana punctuated the argument, noting that all processes and hearing notices were already served to the DSS and AGF. He submitted that the matter before the court had to do with the liberty of a citizen, urging the court to proceed with the matter. However, Femi Falana maintained that all the process filed by Abubakar were not properly filed. He asked him to regularize his process for appearance, but Abubakar insisted that he had filed all the process before the court. The situation compelled the court to stand down the case for a few minutes to enable the court registrar to search for the document. The judge later told the court that he may not proceed with the case because the applicant, Sowore, was the publisher of Sahara Reporters that was accused in a publication of collecting bribe from a former governor of Benue State, standing trial for a criminal case in 2016 and 2019. Now, can you see how these guys go around all of this? And so now they are coming up with him collecting bribe from a former governor of Benue State. You know, it's a serious thing. It's a serious issue here. He said justice is rooted in confidence and that none of the parties should have the apprehension or fear that they will not get justice in his court. While reacting to the point made by the judge, Falano said though he was not aware of the publication in question, he would ask the case file to be sent back to the chief judge of the Federal High Court for reassignment. So this is a serious one. They are linking Sowore with terrorists, Boko Haram. They claim that he met with IPOB leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that IPOB is a terrorist group. They claim that he met with Islamic movement in Nigeria. And aside this, they are also bringing up some certain stories that he collected bribe to write certain publications, and that it's a criminal case. This is terrible. This is terrible. Anyway, guys, that's what it is for now. The United States, I wouldn't know if they are really, but the wife of Shore, she's an American, Nigerian American. I think she was born there. She is definitely going to be pushing for this. Hopefully, we hope that some other observers out there will be able to put pressure on this government, just like how we are lending our platforms to this, so that this government will do the right thing. That's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let us grow it together. You can simply do this by tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will automatically alert you whenever videos such as this are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.